MLD video for today.
You still here? Man, I thought you were gonna quit after a year. What happened to that? Alright, I'll give you one more chance. What's up?
You know, I'm at a point where I'm like, I'm not shocked anymore. But at the same time, I still am. With what these girls do and what they say and what they ask of their partners, of you, husbands, boyfriends, fiancés. Because man, this video I'm about to show you, it's getting out of control, man. It's getting out of control. But you know what, man? I think that you really have to like. That's one thing I learned about women is that you have to really like. You don't even have to overreact because if a girl has the nerve to ask you, or to even bring this up to you, the video you're about to see, she doesn't respect you, bro. She doesn't respect you. She doesn't. She believes she can do better.
Message.
That's basically what I'm saying. She doesn't, because this is out of line, bro. This is out of line. Why would you even bring this up? But you have to see this first for you to really understand what I'm talking about. Anyways, man, check this video out.
So there's this guy that I work with. He's super attractive, super handsome, and he came up to me and he asked me if I would be interested in dating him. I told him that I'm married, and he came up with the idea that maybe we could have a three-way. So I went home and I proceeded to tell my husband about it and ask him if he wanted to have a three-way with this guy that I work with. He said no, and I don't really think that's fair. He expressed to me that he doesn't want to have relations with anybody else, and he doesn't want me to have relationships with anybody else. And I think that that is extremely selfish of him to not want to do that. So I have decided that until he says yes, I am not going to be romantic with him. I have decided to pack up most of my things and sleep in the other room and make that room my room until he agrees to do that. I don't think that I'm being dramatic, and I just think that he's being extremely selfish.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how do you have the nerve to even bring that up to your husband? Not only that, post online like you discovered something. You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm saying about these women, bro. These women today, they're just out of control, bro. Out of control. And for me, it doesn't matter. I don't give a f. This is for you guys that want to get married and want to be in relationships and want to build something and also then, and there's nothing wrong with that. I always say that there's nothing wrong with wanting a family. Excuse me, wanting a family. The whole white picket fence, and you have a job and she has a job, and you guys are building a family, having kids and doing things, the family thing, right? Nothing wrong with that. That's a beautiful thing. But the problem is these women, bro, are in a whole different level, bro. These women are on a whole nother time, bro. They're not about, they might say, oh yeah, let's do this, it's cute, I can post pictures on Instagram of our marriage and all that stuff, but bro, and not only that, bro, it's like forget just what I'm saying, that women are not, in this mental space and of like building a family. And when I say women, I'm not talking about every woman, of course. I'm sure there's still some women out there who are really about the family thing, really want to do this. And if you found one that for sure, man, she really wants this, I really want this, and we want this, and we, good for you, But I'm talking about the majority of women that are really not about this life. I know you're trying hard, and I'm not even gonna cap, bro. Like I was you. I was you. I was really trying this family thing, bro. I really wanted, our family to work out and all that stuff. But they're on a whole different time.
Hey man, I hope you're enjoying the video, but it's about that time. It's about that time we gotta do a little promo. Yeah, I know, it sucks, but it'll be fast. Anyways, check me out on all other social medias. Just check on my description, you'll see everything. I also started streaming now daily, so if you want to see a little bit of the background and everything like that, what I do when I'm not on your screen like this, check out my second channel, man. That's where I do all my streams every day, so check that out. And yeah, back to the video.
They're on a whole different time, and you know, I'm actually glad it didn't work out for me because I never. It's easier to say it now, now that I'm past that. But um, the other thing I was gonna say is that like you have to also remember that like when you get into a relationship with these women and you put it on paper, bro, that if things don't work out, 9 times out of 10, you're the one who's gonna get effed,
Message.
financially speaking, emotionally speaking. You know, you're the one because a woman is never gonna leave you until she's next. The next guy is ready. She's not. She's not. Don't buy this BS of I'm leaving you because no, I really want to find myself. I want to be by myself for now. Just really find myself and build myself and blah 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 blah. It's cap, bro. Don't believe that. Don't believe that. That's not how women operate.
Those are straight facts.
They can say that, but that's not true. That is not true. When she decides to leave you, it's because she's ready to go. That she got the next dude ready to go, and she's ready to bounce. So, like, if you are in a situation right now where, you know, you guys are fighting all the time, and you just get that feeling that like, oh man, I think we might break up, and you're wondering like why she hasn't broken up with you because you can already feel that you guys are just done. You know why? Exactly that. Exactly that. She's not ready yet. The next guy's not ready yet.
That's a good point, nigga. Keep going.
But anyways, I'm going off the subject here. Back to this chick. What I was trying to say earlier is that if a girl approaches you with this type of conversation, she doesn't respect you, bro. She doesn't respect you. She doesn't find you attractive. She doesn't think that you can find someone better than her. Because think about it. Let's just use a crazy example. You think Savannah James is gonna go to LeBron James and be like, LeBron, there's this dude at my job. LeBron, there's this dude at my job that he's cute, and he asked me if I want to be in a relationship with him, and I told him, yeah, but let me talk to my husband first so we can have a three-way. Me, LeBron, and this this guy. LeBron, what do you think of that? And LeBron says no, and she like, LeBron, you know what? You're being selfish. Since you're being selfish, I'm not gonna have sex with you anymore. I'm gonna go sleep in the other room, and when you get your head straight, and when you stop being selfish, LeBron, then we can get back to us. Do you really think a girl's gonna do that? You think Savannah James is gonna do that? You think Aisha Curry is gonna do that? Oh, that's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like when a girl approaches you with this BS, bro, just know that she doesn't respect you. She doesn't respect you. She doesn't think you can do better than her. And she's just really done, bro. She's looking for another excitement. You don't want to excite her anymore because the truth is that you should be enough.
Message. Those are straight facts.
You should be enough. Your D should be enough for her to satisfy her, to make her happy. And if she's not, tell her to go. Go be with the other dude. Go do what makes you happy. And this is really how you gotta move, bro. You gotta move just like that. Like, and this is still goes for the guys who want to build a family, want to be married, and all this stuff. Like, just tell her, hey, if you really wanna, be with this dude at work or whatever, that's fine. But I'm not gonna be around. You can go, do your thing, but I'm not gonna be around. All right, so do your thing and have a good time. Just simple as that. And I realized that a lot of guys are not like me, and I'm not saying that I'm this great. I'm just saying that I move on easily. Like, I cut people off like there's no tomorrow, family included. I don't give a f. I really don't. Especially with someone who doesn't want to be with me. Like, it's so much easier to move on, bro. Like, how do you have a hard time moving on with someone who doesn't want you? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get that. But
What if? Oh, okay, I get it. Nothing, huh?
it just amazes me. Which at this point it shouldn't, but it still does. Amazes me that women really have the courage to come up with their husbands and boyfriends and fiancés and whatever dudes they're in a relationship with, and bring a situation like this up. Because like she said, oh, there's this guy at work that I met and blah blah blah. By the time she comes to talk to you about this, she's already been flirting with this guy, because they didn't just have one conversation about this. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know this. Women don't move like that, bro. They build that shit up. It's not just like that. They build it up. First they started just checking each other out at work. Then they started making jokes. Then they exchange numbers. Then they started sending TikToks to each other, memes to each other, having inside jokes with each other. And they're like, you know what? I like you. I like you more than a friend, more than a coworker, more than a work husband. So what do you think we try and do this thing, huh? Let me talk to my husband so I don't feel guilty about it. But it just amazes me, bro, that these women have the courage to come up with their husbands and do this. And again, forget what they do, forget what they say, bro. You gotta really ask yourself, man, how does she have the courage to come up to me like this? What image that she get? What does she see when she looks at me? What does she see that she has the courage to come up to me and bring this BS to me, bro? That's a breakup moment right there, bro. Break up. That's the thing. A lot of us are like scared and afraid to be alone and blah blah. You gotta go to prayer, bro. It's time. Anyways, man, that's it for today. Peace.